What is going on, guys? It's the bearded Persian here. Thank you for tuning in. This video is a long time coming. I've been getting a lot of requests basically since I started doing social media, how I've built my physique, how long it took me, what was the process like, and I've decided to make this video to share my journey and my experience with you so far, so that hopefully you can get something out of it, something positive, or maybe take inspiration from. So let's get into it.
Galaxy.
All right, let's just start from the beginning. So it all started in high school. Just like a lot of skinny guys, I had struggled putting on weight. At some point I just decided that I wanted to change that. Of course, I wanted to go to the gym and put on some muscle, get stronger, lift heavier weights. For me, that was not the only reason. There was one particular thing that really drew me to bodybuilding or just weightlifting in general, which was back then, we talked about 2011, 2012, around that time. That was when all these montages were coming out of these well-known bodybuilders, like motivational videos, like something like what Machiavelli, I think, I hope I'm saying that correctly, the kind of videos that he, for example, makes. And back then, I remember all the younger guys, they were really interested in guys like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler. They were like really hot at the time, really well known. But while I was watching one of these videos, there was just this particular bodybuilder that really drew my attention, which was Ron Yates. It was the 1993 black and white photo shoot. He was hitting the side tricep shot. And it was, this picture of him showed up for like briefly in a couple of seconds, and then and over to another clip of him. When I saw him, there was just something about the way he looked, the intensity in his eyes, the confidence, and the way his muscles were built. And that really drew my attention. For me, that was because also the intensity in his workouts and his determination, his discipline, the way he trained, the way he just lived his life, the discipline which he had was also something that I was really interested in. And as inexperienced and silly as I was, I started incorporating his routine into my workouts, like from quite early on when I started working out, which was actually not smart and is not recommended if you're a beginner lifter. So I started going all out. From week one, I was just training to failure. I was pushing myself, trying to lift heavy ass weights, which was of course with horrible form. I injured myself a couple of times, and I was not really getting any results, and that was really not smart. A couple of years went by, and I was really not satisfied with the results I was getting, so I basically gave up, and I started doing boxing because I also want to learn self-defense, and I also enjoyed boxing. Fast forwarding to around 2018, 2019, that's where I thought, I really want to start building some mass, because I was getting really skinny. I was really not in good shape, and I really want to change that. Where I was in terms of looks and in terms of shape, so I decided, what, it's time to do something about it now. So I just started eating like crazy, just working out, at least 4 times a week. I just consistently going to the gym, and I finally started seeing results. The results came in, I was really happy with how I looked. The abs started showing, and my strength started going up, and I really got hooked onto it. I really got addicted. So I just, since then on, I just continued working out. So I was happy with how it was going. I started even getting back into hardstyle and looking at the Z's videos and listening to hardstyle, just mocking people. And then around, I would say 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago, I started getting into social media, and because I simply just wanted to share my journey with everyone, just giving tips, helping people out, entertaining. That's something that I enjoy. It's not about selling some BS program for ridiculous amounts of money. So, like I said before, I hope that this video will give you something positive. You will learn something from it. Maybe it motivates you or helps you keep going. Whatever good thing you get out of it, That's the purpose of it, and I also just like sharing my journey. To get into what I did for training and nutrition, I'm gonna talk about my workout routine. I'm just gonna share with you quite simply just what I used to do and what I still do to this day. So if you want to achieve a certain level of physique, you want to build muscle and you want to have visible abs, muscle definition, but also build up your strength, you have to keep in mind building the foundation, the base is really important. You cannot go in with the expectation and expect to get results in a couple of months and then be able to like squat 4 plates and be super shredded at the same time. That's not how it works. It all takes time. It took me around 4 years, 5 years to get to where I am today, but it was all about being consistent and being disciplined. So if you want to get into the same shape, if you want to build your body, you have to keep in mind, you have to be really patient and you have to be consistent. Motivation is not always going to be there. Let's be real. You're not going to feel motivated every single day. You're not going to feel like going to the gym and getting your meals in or tracking your calories every single day. But if you really want to get to that level or achieving that dream physique that you're interested in, you have to be consistent. There's no way around it. It doesn't matter whether you're enhanced or not. It doesn't matter whether you're old, you're young. You have to be consistent. As for the actual workout routine, you have to. It's important to progressively overload. Now, how you do it, that's entirely up to you. You do whatever works best for you. When I, for example, train my clients, I usually tell them to go up in weight by very small percentages every week. So in that way, let's say you do bench press with 1 plate, 45 pounds each side. Let's say you do 8 reps, this week. Next week, you add an extra 2 pounds, and then you do the same amount of repetitions. Or you can just do 1 extra repetition next week. The week after that, 2 extra repetitions, and so on. In this way, not only you build strength, but you also build muscle mass. And it's important to keep the technique and the form. Me personally, I like to work out 4 times a week. And of course, in between, I do some cardio, or like I go for walks, I do boxing, I hit the sandbag, I do, I like to go on bike rides, bike tours. So I do a couple of different things. The cardiovascular health is just as important. So on Monday, I hit chest and biceps. Tuesday, I hit legs. Wednesday, stay off. Thursday, shoulders, triceps, calves. Friday, I do back and neck. So that's basically my workout routine. In off season, I usually do more like a power building style, where I lift quite heavy, and I do singles once in a while, but mostly it's just in the 4 to 8 repetition range with the most exercises, but still with good form. When I'm dieting, I usually just lower the weight by around 40%, and I just keep the repetitions high, but I do the same exercises. Basically, I just follow the same routine. There's nothing really unique about it or anything special. And as I've mentioned, consistency is really important. I'm not a hyper responder, and I'm fully aware of that. There are some people who just look at weights and just put on muscle. That's not how it works for me, unfortunately. So for me, I have to do it over an extended period of time, and I have to be really, really consistent and disciplined. But one thing that I've really learned is that nutrition is incredibly important. Something that I neglected when I started working out, and which was probably one of the reasons why I was not really getting any good results. So keep in mind, for example, if you're trying to put on weight and you're not really gaining weight, you're gaining much mass or strength, then you have to track your calories to know how much you're eating, because you're most of the time under eating. And under eating is a relative term, of course. It all depends on your metabolism, your age, body weight. It all depends on your body type. So you have to track your calories to know how much you're eating. So you can adjust your calories to the required amount of intake. So it doesn't matter if you're eating 4,000 calories a day and you're not putting on weight, which is quite unrealistic, but let's say, hypothetically speaking, that was your issue, then you would have to increase your calories by 500, for example. Then you eat 4,500. If you're not losing weight, for example, then you have to also track your calories. You have to make some changes in what you eat. Maybe just eat more protein and lower the amount of carbs, or just do more cardio. And whatever it is, you have to adjust it to whatever that suits you the best, whatever your body needs. And also remember, it's also important to have a balanced life. Unless you're competing, there's really no reason to restrict yourself all that much. I'm not saying you have to be a fat slob or a big of a mess. If you like to drink, enjoy a drink, you know, a red glass of red wine or some beer. Do it maybe once or twice a month. You like your burgers, you like your pizzas, sure, do it once a week. Why not? There's nothing wrong with that. Go out with your friends, enjoy your time with your family. I mean, at the end of the day, we just live once, you know, we have a limited time on this planet, so just to enjoy it. You still have to be consistent. If you want to stay in shape and if you want to keep progressing, you cannot just be like everyone else. You cannot go out and enjoy yourself that often. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all up to you how you want to achieve your goal or how far you want to go. And one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel is simply because I also want to inspire people to gain success on their journey, and I believe in honesty. On my channel, I want to be as transparent and honest as possible. However, there's no magical pill or any magical program that a lot of these influencers are trying to sell you that's gonna quickly transform you into something amazing. It's all about you and the decision that you make. I can only give you the tips, I can only share you the experience which you like, and so far I have thankfully I've been able to help my clients on the right path, and they have been really happy with the progress. So if you need help, reach out to me on Instagram, shoot me a DM. I would love to help you out. And once again, thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, comment for more, and see you the next time.